Welcome to Thursday Night Football, Week 10. Is that what we're in? Week 10. I'm the Commissioner Raj, and joining me today is one of the rookie premier owners. We're talking about player who turned to owner, Normandy Defender's own Chris McLeese. Chris, how you doing today, brother?
It's great to be here, Raj. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, the TFO commish, and I am pumped for this game today. My former team, I used to play there. I mean, I know him pretty well. So we're going to see what happens tonight against the Shiva Bowl loser last year.
Yeah. Cleveland Steamers, they were the bad champions, but they lost in the Shiva Bowl, unfortunately.
Yep, I only remember that they are the Shiva Bowl losers. I don't remember they're the bad winners.
And the Portly Pounders, they almost made it to the Shiva Bowl. They made a top four, Final Four. So.
Yep. And then the onside kick of destiny.
So both of these teams lost to Westoros Guardians last season.
Yes, they did.
So one thing I got to tell you being here, Chris, is that I know you were part of the Portly Pounders last season, and looking at you, I have to assume that they kicked you out because you lost weight? Is that it? Because you were no way in a Portly or a Pounder at all, man.
Oh, man, I can still pound pretty hard, but I did lose a little bit of weight. I mean, you know, it's tough. It's tough being on that team. You're surrounded by food. Not so much surrounded by women, but hey, you know, we do what we can.
Only TFO team to have a buffet table right there on the sideline.
Yes, indeed. I think some of them were looking at the buffet table when we were trying to recover that onside kick, and I think that's why maybe we didn't get it.
The onside kick of doom.
Yep. But, man, I'm totally excited to be here, and I'm ready to watch some good teams. I mean...
Top teams. I mean, Cleveland Steamers, they're battling for the #1 spot in their division against those Raider All-Stars, and then the Pounders, they're fighting those Normandy Defenders for #1 in there.
Yep.
These
Back
are
and
both,
forth.
These are both pop teams. One's a bad pop team, one's a mad pop team.
Yeah. Oh, man, they're going to be popping all over the field today.
Well, let's pop it off here and get down to the field.
Let's do it.
And now, Andy Fuchter!
Oh, what a big return here.
Big return. That's their kick and punt returner, so
Indeed.
Hopefully that'll make these Steamers be able to chug along.
All right, let's see who wins the coin flip. Oh, Steamers win the toss.
I bet you they return it. I don't think I've seen a team kick off.
Nah, just get out there and score first, right?
If I can find that logic, I would definitely implement it. And there's a kick by Ralphie May. What a funny fuck that guy is.
Yep, love it.
And Andy Fuchter with the return. He looks a little slow still.
Yeah, he might have tried to come back from that injury a little too soon.
Well, it's a big game, you know. The Pounders are a team that you don't want to take light.
There's Bonaire. He's getting smashed by the safeties.
I like how you say that. Anderson bitches at me because I always call him Boner, you know. But he's French.
Oh, and look at that. Bonaire running out in front of the fullback. He does not want to wait for that man.
The strategy there is great because Bo is so quick that fullback comes from behind and just nails somebody. See right there? Look at that.
Wow, look at that. Amazing. Bust out the guy he was on and...
Touchdown!
Woo.
Bo is just really coming to his own. I know early in the season he wasn't well. He got injured there for a little bit, but I'm scared to death he's going to break the game, to be honest, because his numbers are just
so many carries, so many yards, man.
I don't think he will have more carries this season than anybody in 2 seasons, I think.
All right.
And it looks like N is going to return there.
I do believe it's Anthony Anderson. I think I'd know that fatty anywhere. He took my place a couple times when I got injured last year.
Yeah, well, he's in there for Brian Dennehy because Dennehy's actually injured this week.
And Trevor Ryder with a big run.
Ryder? Is it Ryder or Redder?
Just go away. I call him.
You know what? As long as you ain't calling him late for dinner, I don't think he cares, you know? Them Pounders like dinner.
Jim Shock right there. Trevor again.
Shocking pass.
Trevor all over the field.
Man, what a nice little...
and he fumbled. Oh, man.
It's a gay bar, got it there. G-A bar. Wow, look, he's still going,
That is
too.
Amazing.
He looks like he's going so slow he's running backwards.
But you know, that's all right. He's saying, hey, look at these fat guys. You know, I don't got to run very fast.
Yeah. The Steamers, man, steaming now.
Oh.
Ooh, that pitch play that we were talking about in the pregame, pre-pregame, before we even came on the air.
Indeed, yeah. Bonaire right there running behind Craven Moorhead. And, I mean, just going around that edge and...
Craven Moorhead. I would think that you made that shit up if it wasn't on my fucking screen right now. And there's Rod goes in ya.
Yeah, 14-0, real fast, still in the first quarter. I mean, the Pounders are just going to have to I don't know, man. They're gonna have to start running like they're chasing the cheesecake, man.
Pretend that the opponents are cheesecakes.
Just smash into him. Jim Shock back.
Veteran TFO quarterback here. If anybody can make it, it's Jim Shock.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, actually, you know, that they just had that fumble last time. I talked with Jim regularly, and he was saying how Trevor always fumbles the ball. It's something they're gonna have to work on in the offseason.
It's you know, if he wouldn't eat all them Butterfingers before going on the field, you know, you gotta get you gotta lick all the chocolate off, Trevor, all of it.
Oh, going very pass heavy early.
Hey, Shock knows that this is where he's got to make his money. Oh man.
And pass blocked.
You know,
coming off the line there.
Steamers have a hell of a defense led by Mr. Completely, who has been just phenomenal this season. He doesn't miss them completely ever.
Yeah. All right, going to the second quarter.
Oh, they are going to go for the field goal. They waited for the second quarter to happen. Huge.
Long field goal.
Wow, he might have the leg there, Ralphie May. Oh, Ralphie May not.
Outside the left.
It was a hell of a kick, though. That was like almost like a 65, 70-yard field goal.
And here we got Drew Peacock dropping back. About to let loose a pass here. Let's see who it's going to.
Laser right to the Kenya Swallow.
Can you swallow that, receiver?
You know, Drew Peacock came in with a lot of fare this year because he replaced Jack Sloth, who was a horrendous quarterback all season.
Just
for
awful.
The Steamers.
Awful.
Although he did very well in the Shiva Bowl. That was the only game he showed up for, and they still lost.
Yeah, he could run, but he couldn't do much else.
And they don't need a runner when they got Bonaire.
Too far for Wilma Dickfit. I guess it won't. 2
passes by Drew Peacock. You know, it can be as big as you want it to be, but it doesn't matter unless you get it into their hands.
All right, and a pump by Ron Chi here.
Kind of a shitty Ron Chi kick.
Maybe not. Man, that was excellent punt, actually.
Wow, I just thought it was
him
horrible.
To the 5. Amazing.
And the dive there. The dive really keeps him in there, and we're in safety zone.
Right.
Got to run it with Magrum there. Got to get a little space.
Get some room. You don't want to get sacked in the end zone for a safety.
I would get confused with the Magrums. You got Lucas Magrum running the ball, while you got Travis Magrum passing or catching the ball.
Yeah, actually, Travis has been working out for this season. He might get kicked off the Pounders next year for being too thin. He's faster. He's stronger. He's catching everything thrown. Definitely one of the high receivers in TFO, but the Mad division is just stacked with receivers.
It is.
Year.
The Mad is pass, while the Bad is kind of middle, but more run.
Yeah, definitely more run and defensive for the Bad conference.
Oh yeah, they got the Hoovians out there. They're doing really great this season. Oh, there's Travis Magrum. Just over his head.
Yeah, right out of the back of the end zone.
I blame Jim for that.
I blame Jim for everything. Luke is just stuffed.
Well, my sources tell me Jim Shock, he prepares for these games by watching old Bernie Kosar tapes, so that might be some of these problems.
Mr. Period just smashes Jim Shock. Hopefully there's not too much blood on the field.
Oh, man. Another field goal here. They missed one earlier.
This one's shorter, though. Maybe he's got it.
They really need to get on the board here.
Just shanked at same place.
Left, man. Ralphie May, he's going back to the bench there with a hamburger in hand.
Going there, just kind of, maybe having a little angle to the right there. I want to stiffen up and straighten up there.
Bonaire needs to stiffen up. This gives the Cleveland Steamers a real good advantage here. They might be going up by 3 touchdowns.
Oh, wow. Can you swallow?
She finally dives to catch it.
And that's a touchdown. Wow, nobody back. Everyone too afraid of Bonaire just ramming right into the hole.
And if you fans at home cannot hear the elite joy in Chris's voice here, because he knows a loss for these Pounders means his team just goes right to number 1.
I was talking with him, and he's like, why would you want my team to lose? And I'm like, because I want to win the division.
Hey, and you're in a hard division. You not only got the Pounders, but you got the Chumps.
Yeah, indeed.
And even though the Midgard Meteors, they don't look like they're doing so good by record-wise, they have won, and they have lost close matches.
Yeah, I mean, I played them on Thursday Night Football, and you know what? They played tough. They lost 3 fumbles, and the game was still pretty close right up until the end. Don't underestimate those meteors.
You can't underestimate anyone, TFO. Anything can happen.
Oh, what a blitz.
Jim, I think, made the right play there by diving right into the defender instead of trying to throw the ball into coverage. You don't want to leave them in field goal range with 14 seconds left in the half.
Not. And it looks like they might just be trying to run out the half here, but Lucas actually got a pretty good gainer there.
Yeah, but it's going to be hard. The Blimp Bowl is saying that 21-point deficit. Could we see a TFO shutout today? There's only been one in TFO history, which was the Marvel Mutants against the Rainbow Unicorns last season.
The Marvel Mutants defense was just amazing last season, but then he added all that Mortal Kombat trash. We know the story after that.
I think what's really hurt him is that Wolverine transitioned from wide receiver to running back, and Liu Kang really has just taken his place. And if Wolverine was where Liu Kang is, I think they'd be winning many more games.
Yeah. Shot dropping back. Gonna have to make something happen here. Gets it out to Travis Magrum.
Even in
Travis
coverage.
with the dive. Excellent play.
And are they gonna bring him down there?
Oh no!
Man, more Butterfingers.
Oh man, he was rumbling, tumbling, and fumbling on that play.
1 sack for Mr. Period, 1 fumble recovery.
Definitely defensive player of the game so far.
Didn't Magrum drop the ball a moment ago too? Weren't we just talking about his Butterfingers?
That was Trevor. Yeah, Trevor's all season though. All season, preseason. Trevor just does not want to hold on to the football.
I think all them pounders have greasy hands, if you know what I'm saying.
Had a little too much fried chicken on the sideline.
Fried everything.
Wow, actually, defense showing up after that. They're not just rolling over here, Raj.
Well, the defense really, the offense doesn't know what to do, so the defense really needs to pull it together here.
Yep.
In a 3rd and 6, in my mind in TFO, 3rd downs are the most important. This is where your team is either made or broken.
Yep.
And just like, look, that first down, bam. Oh, and more.
Craven Moorhead just sealing that edge.
He's a great protector there. You don't see a lot about Craven Moorhead because he's not getting the ball.
No one's talking about the offensive line, but look at that. Craven Moorhead.
Hell, there's Harry Ascrack.
Yeah.
And there's also Peter Dragon. They're all really down there defending. And some of their job's not even to defend. Like, Peter Dragon is a running back too, but there's no plays designed for him at all. Mm-hmm. And the Cleveland Steamers did that on purpose. They're using him as a utilitarian player.
Yep, that's exactly how the defenders use James Vega. And it's working out this season. Just have those guys who are dedicated to setting the edge, to blocking,
it's
helping
smart.
out everyone else.
Just because he is a running back doesn't mean he needs to run with the ball.
Indeed. And okay, actually, looks like
Jim's going to get the ball to him finally? There we go.
All right, let's see if he can hold on to the football this time.
Can he battle the...
Oh, this is exactly how they got fumbled last. All right, he held on to it.
At least they're in the red zone this time, so, can the Pounders get on the board?
Hopefully not, Raj. Hopefully not.
The only thing on the board so far is those dollar cheeseburgers.
Oh, it looks like Jim's got Travis open again. Overthrows him. Jim is just off today.
And you got to watch it there in the end zone. I mean, he could have dove for it too, but, if you're out of bounds when you catch that ball, it's not going to count.
That's right.
He was smart to stay in bounds.
And going back to Travis.
Again,
oh,
finally.
Yeah. Then don't miss that pass twice, Jim.
Hey, now, Chris, were you their number 1 wide receiver last season? Is that right?
No, I was the running back too. Me and Lucas actually split the load. Unfortunately, Jim made a bad playbook, and I had some tough runs. But there was a couple weeks there I stood out, but for the most part, he put me back there on punt returns, and I just got blown up. I think honestly, I think he told the line not to block for me.
Well, I think it says a lot about an owner when, you're an ex-player, but you decide to just coach. Some of these egomaniac guys like Jim Shock are out there on the field and, being the owner. It's kind of crazy.
He thinks he can do it all. So, I mean, you know what? The Pounders are a good team, but, I mean, you look at Bonaire running all over him.
What can stop Bonaire? The only time he's been stopped is when he was injured. Like, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's got MVP written all over him.
And then what happens is they run the ball, and then they get a play like that where everybody's just open because they're too worried about Bonaire.
Yeah, nobody... and Drew Peacock isn't that great of a quarterback. So, you don't think you fear the pass until you're not blocking anybody.
Yep. And, going around the right side, and the secondary the secondary gets blown up. I was going to say, they're in position, and Bonaire just rams into him.
Bonaire might be the strongest running back in TFO. I have seen him decapitate opponents.
Well, I would say that Rex would have something to say about that, but I'm sure they're pretty close.
Rex eats opponents. Ergnot?
Ergnot Rex. Yep. Absolutely. Actually, he doesn't have much competition at running back in the Mad Conference, but the Bad Conference is loaded at running back.
It is, man. It's been a strong season. You know, a lot of teams are bitching about how good the passing is this year, but I'm saying the running is the secret to victory.
Yeah, because you know what? If you're passing in the red zone, you're gonna have those overthrows out of the back, and you know the Pounders right now, they're just feeling that.
Red zone runs are so much important. You know, when you got the field like this, passing's great. Look at Jim. He's going to whale it out there.
Yep, and he is just locked on to Travis right now. He's not throwing it to anyone.
I like the other running backs just run past him like, screw it. We don't have to defend for him.
Oh, man.
Fuck it. Come on, Magram. One of the Magram bros.
Maybe a run here. Lucas up the middle.
Smart.
Yep.
Another fumble.
Another fumble.
Wow, Anita Blackdick.
Magrams, Trevor Ryder, that's 3 fumbles, all lost to the Steamers. This defense is all
Look at
over
Jim
the
Shock on the
Pounders.
sideline. He is blowing a gasket.
My goodness, Raj. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. The Pounders have been great all season, and they come out here on Thursday Night Football, and they just lay an egg.
Well, you know, we're at home for the Pounders, so they may have... Oh, man. Wow.
Oh, there.
You know, maybe they went out last night and had some drinks, had some food, some chicken wings.
They definitely had some food,
Some
Raj.
chicken wings. Let's call a spade a spade. They ate all the chicken wings.
There was a whole chicken set aside for each player. I mean, let's be honest here.
Barbecue chicken.
But wow, 41, maybe 42-7 here. I am in shock. Like, honestly, I know, in shock, right?
Yeah, that's why I was laughing. Jim Shock is in shock.
Oh, but
you know, the tiebreaker comes into effect, though. You know, the points between. So you want the Pounders to lose by huge margin today, and that you're getting your wish.
I am getting my wish. I have several friends on this team, but you know what? They are just not playing like they belong right now.
You know what I think's happened? I know that you're now good friends with Dale Baba Ganoush, the Disney Dissidents.
Absolutely, Dale.
And we know the Genie is the quarterback there. I think you rubbed the Genie lamp and got one of your 3 wishes here. The Pounders are flopping.
Wow. Anita Bona.
Oh, you do? Damn. Well, maybe after the game we'll talk.
We'll talk a little bit.
Is this third quarter?
This is the fourth quarter.
Oh, good, man.
Yeah,
wow, horrible throw, just under pressure. I just feel so bad for Jim here with 4 and 19. I just want the bleeding to stop.
Well, he had it coming, but I don't think Mr. Period wants the bleeding to stop.
There's the catch.
Travis. I mean, Travis is having a good game. Jim's completely locked onto him, but
when he's holding on to the ball,
it's not enough. It's not enough, and that's why they're losing 42-7.
17 seconds. They're not going to win the game here, but getting a touchdown here is so important.
Be good for morale. And they're all running open. I think maybe the Steamers have laid off here a little bit.
Yeah, but it's just not enough. As the Cleveland Steamers with the domination tonight.
My goodness, 42-7. Bonaire with 310 yards and only 15 carries.
Somebody's going to break the game. It's going to be him.
My goodness. Travis Magram, like I said, 5 catches for 222 yards. Actually had 6 catches, but had that lost fumble. Yep. Jim looked like a good game on paper, but he was awful.
He could only get the ball to Travis, though, man. You know, you can't rely just on one receiver. You got to rely on all of them. And them fatties, they just didn't know. Pounders, sorry. They just didn't know. They look down, they can't see their dicks, you know? So they don't know what a Bonaire is.
And that's why he ran right past them.
He ran right past them.
And I would say that almost all of Jim Shock's incompletions were in the red zone, too. He just could not complete the ball in the end zone, Ron.
Well, you know, the owner is going to be pissed at the quarterback. That's all I know.
Indeed. I mean, tough game for the Pounders. I mean, good for my team, but the Steamers, watch out, Bad Conference, because they are for real.
Awesome. Well, Chris, I've really enjoyed you being with us here today. It's been an awesome game, and hopefully we see you in the postseason. I think the Normandy Defenders got a great shot this season.
All right, thank you very much, Raj. And, you know, I love TFO. I love everything you do, and I love watching the Pounders lose, so this has been a fantastic night.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you next Tecmo.